Durable home and yard bags here. These are huge bags. They're super durable. If you're putting in like sticks and leaves and stuff, the sticks aren't going to poke through. They have handles, top, bottom, long handles. The bottom handles is so you can pick up and dump just like that. Your leaves out of it. You're going to store the old dirty sports equipment. You're going to store your pool toys in there. And then when you aren't using them, they'll fold right up. At $19.95, you're getting two. You choose your color. Turquoise, green, or the blue. You will love having these. Deb, I've been told I'm not allowed to get into them anymore. Yes. Okay, I just wanted to show you how big they were, but they're like, Ty, maybe people shouldn't be in there. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, okay, so Ty's not going to get in it, but everything else can get in here. There's 1,500-pound capacity in these amazing bags. This is the perfect time of year for you to stock up on them. This is a great, great value. They were a customer pick at the higher price consistently. You're getting two of them. They're made of a woven polypropylene, so they are virtually indestructible. You've got reinforced seams that go all the way down. You've got extra long handles to make it possible for you to drag them because they are made to be dragged. We were telling you you've got helper handles on the left side, you've got helper handles on the right side, you've got a 48-gallon capacity that's going to give you all that room for all that stuff, whether you're working outside, whether you're doing a demo, whether you're going to go ahead and haul stuff, whether you need a place for your laundry, where you want to go ahead and have something for your bedding. These are the bags. So don't go those plastic bags at the big box store, even though they say, oh yeah, these are heavy duty. These are virtually indestructible. And the coolest part is that when you open them up, they are freestanding because they are made that way. They're engineered to be stand-up. They've got a wire around the top. They're 20 inches by 20 inches by 28, and they have the 1,500-pound capacity for virtually anything that you've got to haul, store, work with. Whatever it is, wet or dry, if they get dirty, rinse them out, let them dry, fold them up. They fold up to about 12 by 15 for easy storage. These are phenomenal.
Oh, you're gonna love having, listen, for under 20 bucks for two of them, you know you will use these, even if it's just to store something dirty. And then if they do get dirty in there, you take the hose, you spray them out. I've done that a number of times. I've been cleaning up stuff in the yard, and it was a mess. I put soil in there, and then I just spray it out and clean it out. As a matter of fact, I stored stuff in mine thinking, oh, I'm gonna sort that later, but it turned out to be such a perfect place to store them. I just left everything in there, and then I bought a couple more, and I bought mine at $25 or $28 for a two-pack. This is $19.95. It's a customer appreciation price, and that's what I was talking about when you're not using them.
Yeah, they fold right up, so it's not like you have to worry about another storage problem. You've got a great big bag you've got to deal with. When you go to the big box store and you buy that roll of the heavy-duty black garbage bags, they are not going to do the job for you. They always tear. The handles always rip off. These are made of a woven polypropylene that are virtually indestructible. So all those twigs, when you're working in the yard, are not going to poke through here. Yeah. My husband uses them, and he said, make sure you tell everybody that you can hang the hooks on the ladder when you're cleaning out the gutters. So my husband, he did.
Good idea.
Because the cool part is, he was able to go ahead and just dump all the goop that was coming from the gutters right into the bag, take it over to the dumpster, empty it out. When we were done, we just hosed the whole thing down, turned it upside down, let it dry, folded it up, and put it away again. These are totally reusable over and over and over again. So when somebody says you've got something that's reusable, that you can recycle, these bags are the ones. 48-gallon capacity, 1,500 pounds, reinforced handles all the way around. All the seams are reinforced.
So good.
These are the bags for the job, whatever it is.
You can, I was just recently cleaning up my yard. I was dragging mine across the yard. I had so much stuff in the bag, I couldn't carry it. I could drag it. They're so durable. I dragged it across. I have like shell in my yard a little bit. I had to go through that. I had to go to the grass. Had to go over. I just drag. You can do that. They are incredibly durable, reinforced handles, long handles, the kind of these little smaller ones so you can get a grip. And then down at the bottom, when you're ready to dump, you're going to reach down low and you're going to dump everything out of $19.95 for these. You may want to think about picking up multiple sets because you're going to use some for storage, you're going to use some for the yard, you're going to take some with you camping, you're just going to dump a bunch of stuff that you don't know where to do. We always have that stuff where like, I don't know what to do with this stuff and it just clutters everything. put them all in your heavy duty bag.
Well, it's great. I mean, if you're out, if you've got a garage, or maybe you've got a place where you have the kids' the toys, or maybe the kids' sports equipment, and you've got a place to put it, just dump it all in here.
Yeah.
If something gets dirty, it doesn't matter. They've got moisture resistant and water resistant. To the beach, you can drag this to the beach. Throw all your stuff in there, drag it along the sand. If it gets sandy, it doesn't matter. Dump it out, hose it down, you're good to go. The many uses that you have for these bags is absolutely off the charts. There's a reason why they've been a customer pick for all these years, because they say what we say they do.
Yeah.
They're super durable, they're virtually indestructible, they're totally reusable, they're reinforced to be able to accommodate 1,500 pounds. Now, 1,500 pounds is a lot, and that's almost industrial strength. I certainly couldn't lift 1,500 pounds, but we want you to know that that's the extent of what you can put in here, so that you put something that's less than 1,500 pounds, your bags can handle it. And by the way, our nearest competitor only suggests that they can hold 1,000 pounds. So we've got them beat by 500, and that's how durable these bags are.
Incredibly durable. The turquoise that you see are most limited. Again, 20 by 20 by 28. They stand up on their own. Maybe you just need a dry place to put your firewood, right?
Yes.
Always looking for a dry place to put your, and look, we filled this up. You just pop, look, I'm just showing you, that's for real. That's for real in there, that we just throw these in here. And that's, you can put everything in here, whether it's your sports equipment, even your heavy duty sports equipment, maybe it's your pool equipment, maybe it's stuff that's always dirty. You're gonna love having these. Right now, when you purchase these, you're gonna think, I'm gonna use them for A, B, and C. And then you're gonna hone, you're gonna see all these other ways to use them. It happened to me. I've got multiple sets, and every time I go to use them, I'm so glad I have them. At $19.95, less than a $20 bill right now. If you like the turquoise, I'd be jumping into the ordering process. The green is usually most popular. And then we have the blue, but no matter what color, if you miss out on the turquoise, don't worry, get the green or the blue. They do the same thing. They do the same thing.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. And the other thing too is they're really great for indoors as well, for extra bedding, for maybe as a laundry bag. We know Guy is always telling him that Danny took it to college and put all his dirty laundry in it, because let's face it, the kids always want to bring their laundry home for you to wash. So this is going to give you the opportunity to have something like that. I recently had my floors done, and they told me I had to take all my sweaters, shoes, and handbags out of the bedroom and bring them somewhere else. I thought, I'll be running back and forth like a chicken without my head all day long. Then I realized, oh my gosh, I've got the bags. All my sweaters, everything, I was able to just drag it into the living room, left it in there, and when they told me I could put it all back, I just dragged it all back. If you're doing any kind of moving, these are the bags you want. If you're doing any sort of demolition, these are the bags you want. Spring cleaning, these are the bags you want. And then when the leaves fall, these are the bags you want. So they're going to do virtually everything. Today it's a great value. You're getting 2 of them. You're going to have something that you're going to use over and over and over again, because they are absolutely reusable.
And durable, something you can rely on. You mentioned those black bags earlier. You can't rely on those. How many times have we said, like, oh, I just ripped right through? This is something that when you're doing that hard job, you're in the yard, in the garage, you don't want to have to think about that too. You don't have to think about something ripping through there. It's something that you can rely on. My producer just told me I could put all my running shoes in here. And you know what? With the amount of running shoes I have, I would fill this thing up. I haven't tried that yet, but they are dirty, and there's a lot of them. I can fill this up.
I was just about to say, dirty ties, dirty running shoes. So think about, let's just think about that for a second.
It's stinky, dirty.
So now, yes. So with that in mind, you can take all his stinky shoes out of there, and you can hose this down. So that's the other thing that's amazing. So unlike that plastic bag, you can't redo that. This is going to give you the opportunity to have something that's going to be totally reusable. And I love what you said. When you're working on a project, whether it's inside your home or outside your home, you want your tools to be reliable. This is reliable every single time. And it doesn't matter whatever project you're working on, you've got all that durability built in, woven polypropylene that's virtually indestructible, double seam handles all the way down. Every single seam is double stitched for durability, and you're going to have something that you're going to be able to trust to get the job done. It's absolutely fantastic, and at today's price, that's huge.
Yeah, I love that close-up shot, because I mean, that's not a plastic bag. That is not a thin piece of plastic that is stick goes through. It won't. So if you're doing any kind of yard work, any kind of cleanup, any kind of demolition, just drag it across and dump them in. At $19.95 here, remember, you're getting 2 of them here. I'm gonna have to pick up 2 more. I haven't seen this price now, and I'm pick up 2 more. If you like the turquoise, I'd be jumping into that there. So grab that, and you see right there, sold 350 there. Oh, the flex pay is under $4. Pretty great. That's pretty great, Deb. What a fun night. But we're gonna need you to stay with us for a little bit.
One more thing.
One more thing here, but we're gonna take a little break first. We're gonna take a little breather.